What's going on, guys? Welcome to your first 2-Minute Tuesday. My name is Will Nace. I'm the man behind the Barefoot Builder. Now let's get this video started by putting 2 minutes on the clock. Right there, perfect. Now, the first thing I actually use in my substrate mix is Reptisoil. Pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty simple. Now, the reason why I use this stuff is because it is animal safe, and honestly, out of everything I've tried, this stuff works the best for the plants and the animals alike. Now, the second thing I use is actually charcoal. Now, this is actually for planting, so it's small little chunks of charcoal. You can use bigger ones. As long as you don't use the briquettes, this stuff works great. Now, the reason for the charcoal is, one, it's very, very good for the soil and the plants, and it is also where the springtails, which is your cleanup crew, lay their eggs. So it's very, very good to add this to your substrate as well. So the next thing is actually sand. So this is, again, a planted sand. This is for plants and mixing for different desert species of plants. But this stuff works great and it helps the soil drain so it doesn't hold so much water. So another thing I like to use is Sphagnum Moss, also known as orchid moss. Now, the reason for this is it actually holds moisture. So for certain things like your isopods, they will actually go to this to get their moisture that is required, but also this will hold moisture for the plants as well. Yes, the sand helps drain the water, but this will hold in moisture so the plants can absorb it. We also got orchid bark. So this is really, really good for your bugs as well. The isopods will eat this as things go on, and it also creates air pockets in the soil, which is very good for the plants. Now, one of the most important parts of this whole scenario is this stuff. So this is peat moss. Peat moss is amazing for plants. It actually lowers the pH level in the soil, which is very, very good for plants. Now, you don't add too much of this stuff, because if you lower the pH too much, it is then bad for the plants. So you want to make sure you add a good amount for the amount of soil you are actually making. So last but not least is leaf litter. So this is actually southern oak leaves. I do like to add this to my substrate, again, as a food source for the microfauna and isopods and things like that. So this is another really good thing, and as these decompose, it is actually very good for the plants as well. Now, if we were using the part system, I would say that the bag of Reptisoil is 4 parts. Now, for the 4-part bag of Reptisoil, I like to use 1 part of everything else. That's basically the consistency that I personally like to make and use. Now, you could change it up. You could change any ingredient you want, really, and add more or less of. But once you get everything into the container of your choice, you can actually then go ahead and start mixing. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Remember, share, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Again, take what you want out of my videos. Hopefully you guys are learning something new. I'll see you later, builders.